Depression. That is the topic for this PSA. More specifically, how exercise is helpful. Now that you know what we are talking about today, I am Greg Ward. I chose to do this because I've had clinical depression for most of my life. Clinical depression is a mental health disorder characterized by persistently depressed mood or loss of interest in activities, causing significant impairment in daily life. Now, because I have had this, I've tried many different methods to find what would help me. I first tried medications, which for me made it worse, and eventually I came upon exercise, which has helped a bit. Antidepressants. A quick little rundown on some antidepressants, as I did allude to them earlier, and they are often misunderstood. The most common antidepressants are from the SSRI, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor group. In this group, the most prescribed medications were fluoxetine, citalopram, sertraline, paroxetine, and escitalopram. Every antidepressant has different possible side effects, however some of which are anxiety, serotonin syndrome, suicidal thoughts, and more. The side effects that I listed are among the less common side effects, and that is why I stated them. People tend to take less notice of things that are less common. I should also mention that everything is different for everyone because of their genetics, dosage, and even outside factors can alter side effects. Before moving on to the main topic, I want to mention that psychiatrist Stuart Shipko in an interview stated that placebo was almost as effective as antidepressants themselves in mild cases of depression. Exercise on depression. I'm talking about exercise on depression, so it is already known that it helps, and I have several articles and studies that support that claim. How does exercise help though? When exercising, the body is being damaged, which causes the production and release of endorphins to allow for the body to withstand what it is going through. The endorphin that was most abundant caused by exercise is the beta-endorphin. For the purpose of this topic, beta-endorphins block pain. If you want more information on beta-endorphins, I suggest Science Direct. Anyways, this is the endorphin that largely affects depressive states because depression is similar in its effects as to pain. Therefore, it makes sense that an endorphin that affects pain would work in a similar fashion. Research has also found that those with major depression improve the same amounts with antidepressants as those who exercise with and or without social interactions.
The largest exercise trial of patients with major depression conducted to date, and not just including older persons, but other adults as well, and 3 different treatment groups this time. A home exercise group in addition to the supervised group exercise and the drug group as before. And they all worked about just as well in terms of forcing the depression into remission. So we can say with confidence that exercise is comparable to antidepressant medication in the treatment of patients with major depressive disorder. Putting all the best studies together, the evidence indicates that exercise at least has a moderate antidepressant effect, and at best, exercise has a large effect on reductions in depressive symptoms and could be characterized as a very useful and powerful intervention.
Although exercise has been proven to be just as effective as antidepressants, it is less commonly prescribed to patients, according to Medscape. Exercise also reduces the chance of depression by 44%. Exercise that you can do consistently will be the best method of treatment if exercise is your method of choice. Now, all of this was useful information. However, I was not able to cover everything. If you want to learn more, I have several sources linked below in the description which further explain as well as more information on the topics covered.